Cardio is getting kind of a bad rap lately, especially in the menopause space. You've probably heard people say things like strength training is better for hormones or cardio is making you weaker. And look, I get where some of that advice is coming from, but today I want to clear the air and talk about why cardio still matters, especially if you're in your 40s, 50s or beyond. Because when we look at the whole picture, cardio is not the enemy. It's actually one of your best tools for long-term health, energy and well-being. So let's start with the basics. Cardio stands for cardiovascular, which means it's all about your heart and lungs. And here's a stat that doesn't get nearly enough airtime. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in women post-menopause. Cardiovascular disease includes things like heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure. And according to the World Health Organization, coronary heart disease and strokes are responsible for twice as many deaths as all cancers combined in women. And that risk increases around menopause, partly due to the drop in estrogen, which has a protective effect on the heart and blood vessels. Now, this information isn't here to scare you or cause alarm. I've just included it so you can understand how important your heart health is. So no, cardio has not gone out of style. It is in fact essential. It helps to lower blood pressure, regulate cholesterol, improve circulation, and also support brain function. When we say cardio, we're not just talking about running or HIIT classes. Cardio is anything that gets that heart rate up, and this includes things like brisk walking, dancing in the kitchen, cycling, swimming, hiking, marching on the spot during a workout, or doing some low impact circuits like the ones that we do on the exercise mat over there. You don't need to run marathons to look after your heart, unless you want to, of course. So let's clear up the confusion. There's been a big push towards strength training in menopause, and for good reason. As I mentioned in my previous videos, strength training helps build muscle, protect bones, and support metabolism. But I feel like some messaging has gone a little bit too far, making it sound like cardio is bad, and that is simply not true. If you already do cardio, running, walking, dancing, you don't need to stop. You might want to add strength training alongside, but cardio hasn't become harmful just because you turn 50. The real problem is when we only do cardio, especially if it's really intense and not balanced with recovery or resistance work, because that can lead to fatigue, injury, or even muscle loss over time. But the cardio itself, still amazing and still needed. So how can we put this all together in a way that actually makes sense? Okay, so think of your week like a plate of food. You want a mix of things that nourish the different parts of your body. 2 to 3 days of strength training, 2 to 3 days of cardio, which can include walks, 1 to 2 days of mobility or flexibility, stretching, breath work, or light yoga. And of course, movement throughout the day. Even those 10,000 steps, if that feels good for you. That's the kind of structure I use in my Menopause Strong series, where we build in all of those 3 pillars of strength, cardio, and flexibility in just 20 to 30 minutes a day. Personally, I think one of the biggest problems in the fitness world right now is how we break the body down into parts, like just train the glutes or only focus on strength. Cardio is bad, but your body doesn't work in isolation. No person is an island. It's not a machine with separate gears. It's a living, dynamic system. Your heart, lungs, bones, muscles, hormones, they all work together. So your workouts should support that full picture, not just hyper-focus on one piece of the puzzle. So when I design my workouts, I'm always thinking of how they benefit you in real life. We move in different ways across different planes of movement with a variety of intensities, all to support how you want to live, not just how you want to look. If you've been confused about cardio, I hope this helped to give you some clarity. It's not about choosing between strength or cardio, more about creating a plan that supports your whole self, your bones, heart, energy, and of course your quality of life. If you want a done-for-you plan that includes everything, check out my Menopause Strong 31 days. It's got strength, cardio, recovery, and it's all built into every single week. So whether you're walking around the block or lifting dumbbells in your living room, it all counts. You don't have to be extreme, you just have to be consistent. Your heart, your bones, and your future self will thank you. In the next video, we're going to talk about why your joints feel achy in menopause and what you can do to ease the symptoms, as well as diving into some flexibility and mobility and why it's often the missing link in midlife training. So if your body's feeling stiff, achy, or tight lately, you'll definitely want to tune in for that one. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share with a friend. And I'm going to see you at the next workout, over on the mat, or right back here for the next session.